Today we're going to see which NPC flips can earn you the most money inside a Hypixel Skyblock. The last video is already at 180 views and it's not even been posted for 24 hours. So that means we're coming back with a part 4, and this is going to be the last part where we're going through the different sections. If you've missed out on the combat, the mining and the farming, go check them out as they could still be usable to this day. However, we're going to set a goal for, let's say, 200 likes. If this video can get to 200 likes, then we're going to start doing a series where we're going through it every single day or maybe every few days, and we're going to see which NPC flips are viable and which ones are the best from all categories. But let's jump straight to the flips. So for flip number 1, we've got Sponge. With Sponge, you can actually turn it to its enchanted form, which obviously you know is going to get bonus points from me. Let's claim all the enchanted sponge and we'll be back once we've turned it all into enchanted sponge. So not all of the sponge has filled, however we did end up spending a total of 400k. So once we sell it back to the NPC, we are going to see that we're going to be making a profit of around, we're going to be making a 265k profit, which, you know what, for not really filling is amazing. If the entire thing did fill, we would have made a 500k profit. So we're definitely going to be rating this a 4 out of 5. This is an amazing flip. 200k for only a half filling order, and that's not, if you put a buy order in for 71k, you could be looking at a million return. So considering that this flip is a million worth per flip, that's definitely going to be worth it. For the next flip, we're going to look at pufferfish. Just like before, you can turn pufferfish into its enchanted form and not lose any coins. So we're going to see you back once we've turned all the pufferfish into enchanted pufferfish. So we have now claimed all of the pufferfish and we spent 232k. So once we sell it back to the NPC, we're going to see a profit of around 140k, 130k, which is really nice considering that it's a really nice easy flip. It's got low entry level as pufferfish was quite cheap. It was 200k and we're going to be getting back 375k. So we're going to rate this one a 3.5 out of 5. So the next flip we're going to be looking at is raw salmon. This has not filled at all. We've only claimed 3,731's worth and we put a buy order in for 25k. So instantly it's not going to get as much points as the others just because of, yes, the sponge didn't fill. However, the sponge, at least when it didn't fill, it still gave us a lot of money in return. So let's see how much profit we're going to get from claiming around 4k's worth. So we have actually claimed it all and we only spent around 21k. So we are going to be getting back nearly 60k, so we are nearly 3 times in our money. However, it didn't fill. If you stay on top of the buy order, maybe. However, then you're also risking losing some coins because if you keep going up by 0.1, eventually you are going to start eating into the profit. So we are going to give this one a 3 out of 5. It does give a nice bit of profit compared to how much you're putting in, but it's just not filling, and we want those ones that are filling very quick so you can make the most coins. For the next flip, we're going to Prismarine Shard. Here they have all filled, and like always, you can turn it into its enchanted form. So we're going to turn it all into enchanted Prismarine and we'll be back. So we have claimed all of our enchanted Prismarine and we spent 27k on this flip. So once we see the profit, we're going to be getting back 125k. We're practically making 100k from this flip. That is an amazing flip, and considering how cheap Prismarine is, it cost me 27k. It's a really low level entry. So we're going to give this one a 4 out of 5, not because exactly it's like the sponge where it turned over nearly 500k, but by the fact that it's just really low entry so anyone can really do it, and it's a really cheap and affordable flip to make a lot of money. So that is a 4 out of 5. So for this next flip, we're actually going to look at Birchwood. So you will need to get around a 2000 collection in birch, just like the rest, so you can auto enchant it, because it is painful if you don't auto enchant stuff. However, we're going to be back once we've claimed it all, and as you can see, we spent around 27k. So we actually spent closer to 17k because it didn't fully fill. However, let's see how much money we are left with once we sell it all. So we are going to be left with around 46k, so we did make a decent amount of money compared to it. However, that is not a really good flip considering it didn't fully fill. You're not making a huge amount of profit, and the grinding to get to 2k Birchwood just so that you can actually auto craft it. We're going to be giving this one a 3.5 out of 5. For the next flip, it's just ice bait. So you claim all day ice bait. We've claimed 1.5k for 921, and we'll be back once we've sold it to the NPC. So once selling it to the NPC, you can see we've been left with 4.6k. So that's almost a 4 or 5 times the money that we had. That is a really nice flip for really early game players. This is something I would recommend to people that have just got the bazaar and they're looking for a nice early game flip to start making a little bit of coins. This is something that you can always just stay on top of and just have there whilst you're doing whatever. You could be farming, you could be grinding, and you can always have this one little flip running in the background to stay on top of. So in the next flip, we'll go to Bobbin Scriptures. We've only been able to claim one, however they do sell for 35k, so that is a 10k profit. I would give this one a 3.5 just because of it's a really nice profit, and if you can actually land quite a few, you can make a lot of profit. Like, we put a buy order in for 100, and if that would have filled, then we would have made around 1,000,000 coins in return. So it didn't fill, so it's not the best. However, if you can get them to fill, that can be an amazing flip. So for the final one, we've got clay. So let's fill all our inventory with clay. Then you want to turn it into enchanted clay just like the previous ones. Put that into your compactor, and then we'll be back once we've got all this enchanted clay. So we've claimed all of the enchanted clay, and we spent around 30k on it. So once we sell it back to the NPC, as you can see, we're going to be getting 75k return, which is a really nice flip considering we only put 30k in and it sells, buys really quickly. So that is a really nice flip. We'll give it a 4.5. No, we'll give it a 4 out of 5 just because it is a really nice early game, and this is one of the best ones that I would suggest to anyone who's new to Bizarre flipping. So that's all the flips for this series so far. If we do get to 200 likes, we will start doing an NPC flip series where we go through it every few days and we find the best flips from all different categories. But if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and to like, and that's it from me. So